Hi folks, welcome to the Pacific Northwest. This is a short 3-night Jaycation, and we start right out on the ferry to Port Angeles and Crescent Lake. I did not know what to expect here in the Northwest. I'd been to Seattle before, but never north of there. I didn't expect to be wowed, but wow. Look at this natural perfection. Crescent Lake here, as you can see, is about as tranquil and perfect as a lake can be. And you might have noticed a rainbow back there on a sunny day. That's because there's so much moisture in the air. Now, another way to tell there's moisture in the air is this is basically a cold weather rainforest. It's beautiful, shocking. I didn't know it would look like this. I hadn't done my due diligence, and this was a big surprise. There are a lot of hiking trails around and cool things to see. This is Merrymere Falls, I believe. Easy to get to. We'll take a look at the falls in just a moment. The whole place is pretty easy to get to in the big picture, and you can actually do a 3-night trip. I did a 3-night trip and I was perfectly happy, but then maybe that's me. Look at this. Here is a nice waterfall. So backtracking again a bit, landed Seattle, got on a short bus at Seattle's King Street Station. The bus drove about an hour and a half and got on a ferry. That was about an hour, and then it drove maybe another hour to Port Angeles. Port Angeles is really a nasty little town, and there's no reason to go there except that it's near other stuff like Crescent Lake. Crescent Lake and the environs are spectacular. Here's a trail called the Storm King Trail. Only a mile, they said, but in the parlance of New England, wicked hard. Wicked hard. I couldn't believe it. And I do some hiking. Big payoff, though, as you can see. This is not the top. You can go to the top, but the top's considerably further, and there's really not that much more to see. If you want to do the hike for the exercise, go ahead. If you're doing this for the view, that's the best view. Once you see that, go back. At the end of the marked trail, there's a sign that says, "This is the end of the marked trail. There's more if you want, but you go at your own risk." And I guess it really is pretty risky. It's for daredevils. You know, the kind of people you hear about on the news. Here is the ferry from Port Angeles to Victoria. I like ferries. I like boats and trains, so I hold the camera on this for quite a while. Gray day. I like gray days. It's only about an hour to Victoria, and I don't have much footage of Victoria. Since I did not take much footage or many pictures of Victoria, I'll have to just explain it to you while we look at these other photos. This is one of the few pictures. You pull into the harbor, super nice. Lots of kind of Zodiac whaleboat ride, Zodiacs, float planes, beautiful big hotels on the waterfront, and the streets are clean and not that crowded. People are friendly. Cocktails are cheap. It's a small town, and after a while you might get bored, but it's sure worth a couple days visit. I really wanted to take a plane ride, and I wanted to save some money, and so I took the plane ride back instead of the ferry. Much faster, of course, and way more exciting. Super small plane. I think this is a de Havilland Beaver. Might seat 8 people. And I made sure that I got a seat very close to the pilot so I could see what was going on. And I did. One nice thing about the plane is the windows kind of bubble out a little bit so you can look right down and see pretty much straight down. I thought it might be real bumpy because of the floats catching the wind, but it was such a quiet day it didn't. Look at that. I mean, the thing cost $100 and maybe $80, which is kind of rich people stuff, but for the experience and the transportation, totally worth it. And of course the ferry would have cost something. I tell you, it looks like if he asked me to fly the plane, I could do it. I'm sure that's not true, but felt like it. Cruising along here at about 1,000 to 2,000 feet. I know because you can see right on the instrument panel. I was so close I could read the instrument panel. And I'm really looking forward to the landing. For obvious reasons, I'll just sign off now and let you enjoy the landing. It's really a great place. It's a place you can go to for just a few days. And that area has some of the best hiking around. Okay, here we come in for a landing. I don't want to distract you from our landing, so I'll be quiet now for real. Here we go. Check out the propeller. I guess I wasn't quiet, was I? Isn't that cool? I just held the camera up and got lucky. Coming in for a landing. Look out. Look out below. All right. Really now, I will be quiet. Here we go. Whoosh.